We are going to be talking about, well, anything and everything. We're just going to have an open dialogue talking about different movies, TV shows, games we've been playing, and just kind of hit it back to the chat too. Listen to what you guys have to say, and if you have anything that you want to add or contribute to the conversation, we're just having a good old fashioned powwow today.
It's our voices with your imagination. Our theories take us down endless rabbit holes. We give our fellow nerds something to consider at the gaming table. Follow us as the Nerd Pow Wow.
Eat to the owl wow.
Yeah.
So I watched Obsession last night,
How's
and
that?
I am not gonna spoil anything for you guys. This movie was really really good. It was crazy. It was a horror movie, and it was like constant action. It was pretty darn creepy. It really was. The basis of it is a girl's obsessed with a guy, and that's as far as I'm going to tell you guys because you need to watch it.
We need to watch Obsession.
Yes.
All right. What can we watch Obsession on?
You got to go to the movies at this point. It is unavailable on streaming services.
Okay. All right. Hey, a reason to go to the movie theater and get some popcorn. Yes. Make a date night this weekend. That sounds like a good idea, actually. So,
yeah, because Brandy usually falls asleep during movies, and this one she was awake the whole time. She's grabbing on my arm, squeezing my arm. It kept her interest, so you know it's a good one.
Very nice, very nice. Cool. Yeah, Laura started playing Stardew Valley. Stardew Valley is one of those kind of crunchy, low bit graphics type games, but
with a massive following.
Oh yeah, people love Stardew Valley. They're all into that. There's different backstories behind the different characters, but if you're interested in Stardew Valley, check it on Steam right now for $7.49, 50% off. So, hey, at that price, if you're into that type of a game, nice crunchy farming game with some scandals between the different villagers, Stardew Valley, that's your choice.
Ice Knight loves that game.
Yes. Yeah. Ice Knight has played a lot of Stardew Valley. Yep. Him and Lady as well. A lot of Stardew Valley. Yep.
When he gets on here, if he gets on here tonight, I'd like to ask him how many hours he has in that game. It's got to be a lot.
It's got to be. Speaking of Ice Knight, we've been playing Age of Mythology recently, which that's a real-time strategy game where, it's kind of like... Warcraft 3 and those types of games where you have units kind of farming or like StarCraft. You're trying to advance your little civilization, build and expand. And it's been a lot of fun. It's a fun little game. We've been playing against bots, a couple people. But yeah, it's been a fun little game. You guys play any real-time strategy games?
Not in a long time.
Yeah, not in a while.
Yeah, not in a long time. And it looks like, is there a second one of these called Retold?
Yeah, we're playing the Retold version. Okay,
so there is another version that is out there as well.
Yeah, there's the original version of the game, which I'm sure there's some loyalists who would say, oh yeah, the original is always best. But from my perspective, hey, Age of Mythology Retold has better graphics, and I think they did rebalancing and stuff like that. I've been enjoying the graphics. The graphics are good. The way the game runs perfectly fine on my PC. No issues. It hasn't been out for very long either. Maybe a year tops. It's been a good game.
Check that out, because one of the pictures it shows is a large, very large, standing on his two legs, three-headed dog.
Oh yeah, yep. Yeah, you can. You basically have a deity that you start as like either the Nords or Aztecs or just different groups of people, and you basically worship around a deity, which you can call in favors, from your little worshiping thing. So he can either give you you can get a Cyclops if you're one of the Greeks. Stuff like that, or you can just have a plague of locusts dropped on somebody if you're the Aztecs. So they have all sorts of different little powers that you get for the deities you worship, and you can each group actually has a couple different deities powers that you can unlock and use, and you get to choose throughout building your little kingdom. I think our little skirmishes have been maybe about an hour and maybe 30 minutes if it's a real difficult map, and the enemy's giving us a lot of trouble. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun. A little quick little strategy game, but it gives you plenty of time to build. So I can only imagine. I went on Twitch to watch some people play this game to be like, okay, like what's high level play of this game look? And you just hear click 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 click. The person is just tabbing between all of the different villages. They aren't explaining anything because why would they? They're just purchasing units, and it's hard to tell what they're even doing. They're like micromanaging all their little workers and like sending them to different areas, which I manage my workers too, but there's a level of skill that you can just tell that these people have been playing the Age of Mythology game since the inception of the game, I guess. Because they're just so crazy and fast with it.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, you, Moiraibane,
it's been pretty good.
Well,
you got, Moiraibane?
I really haven't had a chance to play much lately, but I do have a friend who's supposed to be giving me a key to the 4-loop beta.
Ooh.
4-loop looks really fun. It's by the creators of Left 4 Dead. It's a 4-player co-op, and he really had a lot of. It's my buddy's named Brett. He's a very high-end gamer. He's a good dude. He's been doing it for a long time. And just about any game he thinks is great, it's going to fall into my enjoyment range.
How are you spelling that?
It's 4-loop, the number 4-loop.
Okay.
It's 4-player co-op, alien invasion. It's just like it said. It plays a lot like Left 4 Dead, but with aliens. But the neat part is with it's a very trial and error game, intentionally. You got to figure out like. You just run it, you're running along with a group of people, and there's something on the ground. You're like, "What the hell is this thing?" And you got to kind of figure out what it is. So it's doing something that I've talked a lot of before. I hate the meta in games. I hate this is what you do in games. People are no longer even trying to figure anything out. They're just going through the motions. And this game is very counter that concept. It's figuring stuff out. Going through trial and error, and it's all the good things. So I'm really hoping he can get me that key. He's in the beta and he's loving it, and he thinks he has one left. So I will follow up on that if I actually get into it and have time to play. My work schedule has been beyond insane, so I will. I wasn't even sure I was going to be conscious tonight, so thankfully I'm here.
Yeah, you're doing great, buddy. We're proud of you.
Yeah, that's right. We'll give you a little smack. Wake up.
Yeah.
You don't see that I'm sitting on an ice cube right now.
Right on the top of your head, watch it just
lowering my body. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, working outside in this with the weather. One day it's 35 degrees, next day it's 90 degrees. You're getting baked in the sun. It's like
good old Ohio for you.
Yeah.
Good old Ohio. Yep.
Laura, what are you thinking of season 4 of Witcher?
She showed me one of the monsters in season 4 of The Witcher, and it's got like so many arms. It looks so badass. Like at least the CGI that they're using in The Witcher is still pretty good. So
yeah, I didn't, as much as I thought I was going to. I didn't hate the lead actor Liam Hemsworth's taking over from Henry Cavill. It didn't kill me. It didn't hit me as hard as I thought it would. But I did like the little like mini story going on with what's her name and her little crew. I don't want to say too much because I don't know how far in Laura is, but
she's got the first episode only.
She's season 1.
Yep.
Oh, I thought she said she was into season 4.
Oh no, episode 1,
I'm sorry.
season 4.
Yeah.
Yep.
I see.
Yep. Oh yeah, and Dungeon Crawler Carl as well. Yeah, that's been a big cult classic. I need to get into those books. Dungeon Crawler Carl. From what I've heard my goofball friends talk about it, basically a guy and his ex-girlfriend's cat, Princess Donut, Princess Donut's the cat's name, gets sucked into a fantasy game where they're being spectated by aliens. And Princess Donut is given a personality and sentience, basically, and the ability to communicate with Carl, the dungeon crawler. Well, Princess Donut's actually the protagonist. That's the main character. Now, Carl, he can do his thing. He's got his own kind of power set, but he starts in there and he is just in his boxer shorts. And I think they keep him in his boxer shorts for a lot of the book. And he's just running through and he's trying to find upgrades, and he opens a loot box and he doesn't get pants, the one thing that he needs. He'll get a suit of armor but no pants, and so
pants.
So they do this dungeon delving and all that stuff, and I guess Princess Donut's very sassy, and his ex-girlfriend's cat, so I imagine makes sense. But if you talk to one person who's read Dungeon Crawler, Carl, they're gonna proselytize this book to you like a Mormon. They are all head over heels about this book. Everybody loves Dungeon Crawler Carl if they start reading it. So I'm afraid, honestly. I think I might get sucked in.
What's up with the goat?
I guess there's a sentient goat, which comes in a little bit later, but all of the animals have some kind of sentience, I believe.
Okay.
I think there's one party that has a lady, she has a goat. She has an animal that's more of a mount, and then they don't talk about the third one that she's supposed to have had. But yeah, it seems...
The image I'm looking at, it's a goat wearing a purple jacket, and it's holding a potion of healing. And it looks like it's Dungeon Crawler Carl Book 5.
Oh, well, that's way in there.
Okay.
And that book, that whole concept is so similar to a Jack L. Chalker series from when he was probably... When did he write, though? He probably wrote in the 80s, maybe. The original one was called The River of the Dancing Gods. There's a guy, it's a truck driver named Joe, and he picks up this woman named Marge, and they get pulled into a fantasy world. And in that fantasy world, he's this ripped warrior, and she's this I think she's a healer. I mean, it's just that same kind of thing, and they're dealing with it. I don't remember what he named it, but he gets a sword, a high-end fantasy sword, and they tell him, you have to name it. Have to. It's important. And he named it Irvin. They're you can't name sword Irvin. He's well, I did. He's just this really Joe is just Joe. He's Joe. He's literally Joe Schmo. He's named the sword Irvin. I mean, it's so good. They were great. They had I think there was 5 books of them too.
Oh wow!
I forget all the names. It was the River of the Dancing God, Demons of the Dancing Gods. There's a couple of them, but they were fun. They were a fun read. But it sounds so in that same Dungeon Crawler.
In anime, there's a genre called isekai, which is basically just that type of a thing where somebody's taken out of their normal humdrum life, or they die, and the afterlife is a game, or even Solo Leveling, really, the character effectively died, and then woke up in a hospital with some kind of system, or something that makes them more impressive or powerful. And so there's a big kind of genre that falls around that stuff. It's interesting. When was that book written, John?
The original was '80s, early '80s, '84, I think.
Okay.
I'm a huge Jack L. Chalker fan too.
Yeah.
The author, the Well of Souls series. He's written so many good books. But even the art. I used to have one of my favorite cover artists was Daryl K. Sweet. He did a lot of '70s and '80s sci-fi and fantasy. He was just an amazing fantasy or sci-fi artist, and he did all the covers. So the covers are just very, very. There's only one artist that looks like Daryl K. Sweet's art. Anytime you see his art, it's a DKS piece. and he's probably done 1,000 books, maybe more.
Very cool. Very cool stuff.
Yeah, he's just a great.
Very whimsical art.
Yeah, it has a.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, he did just. I don't know. He captures that kind of like. There's almost a Tolkien feel to it to me in a way. You know that everything's like. Yeah, I don't know. It's just, but it's good. Yeah, and it's wildly variant. I mean, of course, like anybody else, he's had ones that I like more than others, but.
Yeah.
That would have been a nice dragon for last week.
Yeah, how about it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Nice
he did.
dragon.
Have you guys, either of you, checked out the new Devil May Cry season?
I have not yet.
Yeah.
Oh,
I want to. I actually almost hit play, then my wife came upstairs.
oh well,
We know how Brandy loves her anime,
yeah.
and doesn't.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah. Well, it's been pretty good. It's been pretty good. AI viewers at streamboo.com. Just a heads up there. You can get AI viewers if you want. Thanks for the bot.
Okay.
Yeah.
I looked up Daryl K. Sweet real quick to see what his kind of stats were for books and art pieces. Between 1975 and 2005, he put out over 3,000 pieces of art. Almost all of them made a cover of some type.
Oh, wow.
The guy was just universally adored for cover art. And he's also one of my favorite. He drew a griffin on the cover of one of the Lord of the Rings reprints or something, and it was just gorgeous. He's put great art out. And he even did like Lord Fowl's Bane. He did the cover of those ones originally. The Chronicles of Thomas Covenant, the Unbeliever. I don't know if you guys ever read those. It's a really good series of books. He just did all of them. It's kind of great. Shannara books. You guys ever read the Elfstones of Shannara?
Negative.
I haven't. No.
Oh my god, you guys! The Shannara Chronicle books are top tier books.
Yeah.
That's the same. Here's another dungeon crawler Carl thing you were saying. The same author who did the Shannara books. Can't think of his name.
Dungeon crawler Carl.
Terry Brooks. He wrote another series of books that's so good. I wish they would do a movie off of it. The first book was Magic Kingdom for Sale, cheap. This guy's like this on Earth, and he's reading through like a Craigslist equivalent, and he comes across this ad for this Magic Kingdom for sale, and he's like, I don't know what the hell this is, but I kind of want it, and so he buys it, and it's a Magic Kingdom, like a whole different universe,
Magic Kingdom,
a whole legitimate Magic Kingdom with its own, and when he buys it, he becomes the de facto king. So he now has to rule and manage this Magic Kingdom, and it's a big learning curve. But that one's pure. It's not pure comedy, It's got like a lot of story and stuff going on, but it's got a certain humor to it that is it's just excellent. Terry Brooks is a phenomenal author. The Shannara books are top tier fantasy. And the Magic Kingdom for sale cheap is so good. I really like those. But I haven't thought about those books in a minute. That makes me want to revisit that somehow.
There you go.
I don't usually reread books, but I might consider that.
Ed
Oh
Beard.
yeah, we have a local artist here in Williamsport, Ed Beard. He does a lot of Magic the Gathering artwork. He's pretty cool. He has this he has this old van that he has completely decked out, painted out. It's really cool. But he drew the original Nicol Bolas art for Magic the Gathering. One of his more well-known arts are the Birds of Paradise in 7th edition, which is just an amazing print. Ed Beard's awesome.
He's the one that drew that. Was it? Which dragon is it that's reading the book?
Yeah, I think that's Nicol Bolas. You're exactly right. Yep.
Yeah, I love that image.
Me and that and that.
Ed Beard.
Yep. There he is with his a playmat of one of his arts there.
Yeah, that one. I remember that image is I love that image.
Yep.
It's a good image, yeah.
Yeah,
It's a nice beard.
Yeah, Ed Beard. You'd hope.
Ed Beard's got a nice beard. I mean, you can't have a bad beard if your name is Beard.
True. Yep.
I would have no beard if my name was Beard. You like this live in the irony world.
Irony land.
I guess so. Yeah,
Like,
those are
John
that,
Beard.
I'm not gonna have one.
I'm not gonna have one. Yeah, these are that one image there is from one of the Shannara books that you put up on mine with the 3 people. It's good. He looks like, it sounds funny. Laura said he's nice, but the guy looks nice. Like he just kind of looks like a good dude. Kind of has that like, hey man, how's it going kind of thing.
Yep. See him while you're pumping gas at the gas station, just like, oh hey, how's it going? He's like, hey man, how's it going? Yep, just a good guy.
Cool.
We need maybe had Ed Beard on the show one of these days.
Yeah, how about it?
Yeah, talk about his work. I mean, that's pretty good.
So the Magic the Gathering.
Fantasy art for Magic the Gathering is iconic. Yeah, it's it's if you're looking for like D&D tokens, even like, man, half the time you don't even know you're using a Magic the Gathering art if you just clip something online. Yeah. There's so many cards, so many different arts for all sorts of different things. So yeah, yep. And he's been in it for a long time.
It's very cool. You're talking about different kinds of games and pieces of art. It just reminded me. So the latest game that we've been playing in our weekly game thing is called ISS Vanguard. It's a science fiction tabletop, kind of game. Yep. The first game of that type, like campaign based long-term game that we just decided we're just not going to play it anymore.
Oh, really?
We're maybe a quarter way through it, and we just decided we're just not having fun. It's like it feels like a chore to get through. Story, very cool, very cool. Like I'm gonna steal the book and from Jeff and read through it and see the different scenarios that we could end up, because I need to know the answer. But that was really the only motivation to play, because it's work and there's no fun mechanism. Like literally, anytime you encounter something that's a threat, your battle with it is to stop its time track. Every time certain things happen, its time track advances, and when the time track advances, an event happens. Like if I'm just throwing this out there, if it's a some kind of automaton, it fires its laser, or the next time track it travels and stomps somebody, or blah blah blah. It's so you have to try to stop getting its time track to move forward, to protect yourself, or not be in the zone it's in. It's just not good. It's really pretty bad.
One of those good stories, but terrible execution for the mechanics.
A lot of potential. Yeah. Like you have an engineering section and a security section and a recon and there's another one. And when you're preparing for a campaign, you have to go through and recruit new troops from your bank of people, try to do research. I mean, there's so much to do on the ship. It's almost like you're on a Federation starship or something. You're on the ship and you're checking out different things, and you have to have so many different kinds of tokens to be able to advance this or level this person up. Mechanically, on paper, it seemed like it was going to be really sweet. And then when you do the actual, all right, we're going to the planet. We're like, okay, we're at the planet. So you do. The ship prep is probably an hour and a half, 2 hours, just preparing for the campaign. Oh. And then when you get to the campaign, it's just, I don't know, it's just not fun. We were literally playing it yesterday and got about halfway through the campaign, and we're like, does anybody we started asking each other, is anyone having fun playing this game?
Did anyone say yes?
A resounding no.
We've played a game, Blades in the Dark, a role-playing game, which that one it's more focused around storytelling, and even when your band of miscreants goes out to do a mission, you don't plan anything. When you come into a scenario, a lot of the times you have an in-game currency to say, okay, well, my character brought along with him a rope. So we have the rope for this to happen. So you don't put any forethought into how you're going to accomplish something. and you kind of retcon everything as you go. It's an interesting concept, but it's actually really fun. It keeps it prioritizes the story versus the prep and planning stage of things. So, like, why wouldn't my character have rope on him? You know, we're scaling under a bridge, right? But I also don't need to sit there and take inventory of the rope until I actually needed it. You know,
Right.
So some of the stuff is interesting. They it's kind of a steampunky supernatural world that you're playing in, and all of your characters are like scoundrels and thieves and stuff.
Yeah, you mentioned that part before.
Oh yeah, yep. So, but yeah, kind of the same, different concept, but you know, it's kind of fixes that problem of like, oh, all this planning.
Yeah, I don't know. It's in like the characters aren't diverse enough. Like you have, I think I had like 10 different ship crewmen. You can only take one on the mission. So I had like one was like if we find a planet we're gonna have an ambassador to that planet. I literally lose that person to become an ambassador. There was a lot of neat parts to that. Like you had to choose who's going to become the ambassador to this planet, and they're literally stationed there. They're no longer on your ship. So there's a lot of neat stuff, but it's just the actual gameplay was miserable. Just I never once had fun or walked out of there feeling like satisfied, like we had accomplished something. Like blah.
Rough. Yeah. Yep. Well, Wayne. Yeah, the new season of Devil May Cry. It was really cool. It was they did a good job with it. I don't think it was as good as the first season, but I think it picked up the torch pretty well.
Did you finish it?
Yeah, yep. Laura and I finished. We watched through it, and it was
How many episodes?
8 episodes.
8.
Yep, short little thing made by Ari Shafir, I think is his last name. But the same animators that did X-Men '97 did this anime, and animated
Wow.
it. So, yep.
Does it look different than season 1 then?
It looks the same. I'm wondering if both seasons were animated by the same company.
Okay.
If it was the same one, I just didn't make that connection before. So interesting.
Huh.
So I guess we get Devil May Cry, and that's what's delaying our X-Men '97.
Yeah. Well, they actually have a date, June 13th.
Ooh, a date, and it's so close. That's amazing. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to some things that are surely going to disappoint me when it comes to that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to the He-Man movie. I just want to watch it.
I am too. I am very looking forward to that.
I know I'm going to be horribly disappointed, but I'm going to go.
I hope not.
I'm not going to be excited until I'm disappointed.
I can't wait to get your conflicting views on this movie.
Yeah.
I'm sure Wayne's going to love it. And you're going to be like, I hated this movie.
That is very similar to
Go ahead.
Resident Evil for Seraph. I actually enjoyed it, and then he's like, I hate it.
Oh, Welcome to Raccoon City. That,
Yes.
my gosh, yeah.
Sometimes I think that Wayne, just genuinely, that you love certain characters and certain things like so much that we could have a story of them riding in tricycle races for 2.5 hours. You'd be like, this was the best fucking movie I've ever seen in my life.
You put Gambit in anything.
Right.
Out. It's awesome.
Yeah.
You're like, it's He-Man. Of course it's great.
Exactly.
How could they
Now
fail?
you're dead, dude. How could it fail?
Oh, man.
X-Men The Last
the other
Stand.
one is,
X-Men in it. It's great.
yeah. And another one. And this is gonna be so bad, but I watched the preview again today and I'm like, it just looks like it might be the right kind of terrible. Is the new Street Fighter. Like the new Street Fighter movie looks like it. I watched the newest preview and it was like, okay, this could be fun because it's just it looks like they're kind of like not taking themselves seriously in the right ways.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, and plus it looks like it's kind of a Baraka or origin story, which I'm kind of here for that too. So
I wouldn't mind that. Yeah.
yeah, because it's very obvious.
Both perspectives on the movie, that it's garbage and that it's great. So,
Wait, is it out already?
I'm not sure. I it was either talking about the movie or they saw the movie, but they're either saying it's great or it's garbage. That's
I don't
what I'm
think
hearing
it's
about
out
it.
yet.
Coming out.
The Mortal Kombat movie.
Yeah, it doesn't come out till the 16th. But there's definitely a character in there, and throughout the whole thing, it's a human Baraka, and then at the very end, you see like Baraka bursting out of like a stone cocoon of some kind or something he was in. You don't really see what it was before it breaks apart, but I'm like, all right. I'm here.
I guess this came out May 8th.
What's that?
I think it came out May 8th.
It said
it is out.
What? Release date October 16th, 2026.
Okay. Then what I just read here is, I don't know. I'm not going to read that anymore.
Let me make sure mine's accurate. Hold on.
Okay.
Yeah,
October. It is October 26th. Mortal Kombat is the one that came out May
8th. Okay.
So,
gotcha.
I read the wrong article.
Well, I wouldn't mind seeing the Mortal Kombat movie either.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to watch that too.
I didn't hate the last one.
Yeah.
I didn't necessarily love it, but I didn't hate it. I liked the whole beginning way more than I liked later. I liked the stuff with Sub-Zero and Scorpion at the beginning. Like
Get over here
in the old time, and
oh yeah,
we shall see.
How did you like the Mortal Kombat from the 90s? The movie.
Oh, Mortal Kombat! So I got to tell you about that one. I liked it. It was so campy and corny, but I liked it. But
I did too.
But me and my buddy were in college, and we went to see that movie in the middle of the day, like on a Tuesday, and we're both just being complete idiots after the movie was over. We're running around inside the theater doing like moves, like doing like more like Mortal Kombat shit, right? We were completely alone. We were like completely alone in the theater, just being so stupid. And we're about a good 3 or 4 minutes into complete moronic behavior, and we hear this chuckle. And in the back corner, unseen by us, is this couple. They were just sitting in the far back corner, unknown. We didn't know they were there, and there we are. It was embarrassing. We just kind of snuck out the door. We just go like, oh. But I did like the original. It was a '90s campy, corny movie.
Yeah.
But
did you see the D&D movie from the '90s with the Wayans brothers?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm not here for that one either.
I actually like the D&D movie that came out a few years ago, though.
Now that was
I loved it.
I put that one in my top movies. That was really good. Yep.
I enjoyed it.
Honor Amongst Thieves.
And they teased me so hard in that one because that cameo of the people from the cartoon, the Dungeons and Dragons cartoon.
Yeah. That was awesome.
Oh, that's just such a tease to me. I'm such a fan of that cartoon. I'm like, I follow a Facebook page that's just basically people fangirling and fanboying over that, and they do all kinds of like art and what they would look like now and fan casting. I'm like, oh god, make it happen.
Absolutely. I started playing Clair Obscur Expedition 33 for a second playthrough because I want to hurt my feelings. Such a depressing game. It's so good though. It's so good. Absolute cinema. The music, the scores are phenomenal, but it's a brutal story.
What is a game from the past that you would compare that most to?
Final Fantasy X. Yeah, 100%. The only difference is you have
X. You talking about X?
Yeah. Yep.
Cool.
Yep, with Squall and it's the only game I'd compare it to. Well, I mean, like any of those kind of role playing games, but even the story feels a little bit sameish. But it goes off like there's a lot that happens. There are 3 acts, and by the time you complete Act 1, you're like, holy shit, that just happened? Okay. And then you get to Act 2, and you forget that there are different acts to this game, and you finish Act 2, and you think you beat the game, and it's like, no, there's an entire 3rd act to this game, and there's so much more to do. And it's like, oh my god, it's such a good game. I can't recommend it high enough. As far as
played pretty far into it.
What's that?
I played pretty far into it, and you're right. The story, the world, I really wanted to play it, but I'm just kind of done with games that have a twitch component. That like where you have to have like a timing move or something like that to be able to. I just can't. I don't want to do that anymore. You know, I don't. I want to use strategy and things like that. I don't want to have to when this guy looks left twice, click this button, hop on one leg, then fire the special. I don't want to do that anymore.
Sounds like you don't like the parry system at all.
Yeah, no.
Okay, all right. Well, Final Fantasy X is more your speed for something like that, more tactical. But this game, that is I guess the downside in some gamers' view is the triggered combat and being able to parry and whatnot. But man, that's for me. It just makes the game richer.
I loved the game. Like I said, I just don't want to play. We used to call them twitchy games, but I just don't want to do that anymore. I don't get any enjoyment out of them anymore.
Yeah.
I'm like, I guess my there's like a stress level component to it, and I just don't need any additional stressors.
Yeah.
Must drink.
So part of it,
I start over.
Yeah, part of it is when you make attacks, you kind of get Dead by Daylight skill checks that you have to do to nail your attacks perfectly.
Oh, okay.
But then also when you're being attacked by one of the bad guys, you kind of have to watch for what their hands are doing, and it's not like Dark Souls level for parrying, but you do have there's a lot of forgiveness with your hit points and stuff like that in the game, but you really do have to try and parry and dodge and jump and all that stuff, and you have to pay attention to what your opponent's sprite is doing, and if you're not paying attention, you're not going to win the combat. So I can definitely see that.
I just didn't want to keep up with it too much, and it's sad because I really like the movie. I really like the game.
Yeah,
I just worry I won't like it as much as you do, because I am one of the very few in this world that have never played a Final Fantasy game. So
he's talking about vibe to the game, like the vibe to the world, not the gameplay.
Okay,
right?
A little bit. Like there are some similarities in gameplay. The only thing really different between that is the dodge and parry system, right? And the skill, you even had the skill checks in combat for the overdrives and whatnot for your characters.
Yeah, I guess that really is the only difference, but that's the difference that makes it to me, because I would play the shit out of a Final Fantasy type game.
No, I totally get that though. Like Final Fantasy, you can be in the middle of combat, set your controller down, go make some popcorn, come back, eat your popcorn while you're playing. You're just making decisions, That's all you do with Final Fantasy. But for this, you can put your controller down, but it better be at the right time. Otherwise, you're going to get mollywomped by this boss who keeps just hitting you. But yeah, have you ever played any of the Dark Souls games, Wayne?
Nope, I haven't played Dark Souls either.
Okay.
That's another game I was told that it was kind of near Final Fantasy. So
Dark Souls is pretty far from Final Fantasy. I
wouldn't put.
What would you compare that one to?
Dark Souls is it's so much its own. The other games are Souls-like. They literally refer to other games as Souls-like. It's become its own genre. What's another popular Souls-like game that he would know?
I can make an argument for Soul Reaver and some of those Devil May Cry, even some of those games where you're just kind of hack and slashing, but the Souls games, they're a lot more difficult. You have to block and worry about that type of mechanic.
Do you play Elden Ring?
So that is the game that makes me a little cautious about other games coming out. I got Elden Ring, and it was way too hard for me.
That's a Souls-like game.
That's very much a Souls-like game.
So I ended up
putting, Star Wars Jedi Survivor?
No, I've not played that one. Yeah, so I remember on Elden Ring, I put a mod on there where I was invincible. And man, now it's kind of boring. Because I'm just going through and defeating these creatures that, you probably need to spend hours upon hours to defeat, to level up and whatnot. And I'm just killing them because I'm invincible.
Yeah,
okay.
to borrow your terminology, Moiraibane, sometimes I need a twitchy game. I sometimes I miss that difficulty factor of the old games of days of yore. Yeah. So I'm what? I need something that's got a little bit of a challenge factor to it. But for Clair Obscur, if you're finding it's too difficult with what you're doing, you can drop the difficulty and just say, hey, you know what? I'm not going to parry any attacks. And then the game becomes really hard. But then you have to use good strategy to get through it. But and also a little bit of
strategy, I'll be there all day.
Yeah,
all day.
I gotcha.
But
Yep.
I remember though, like some people, like just the way they play a game makes it hard. I remember I was talking to a guy about Baldur's Gate. He's like, man, this game sucks. It's way too hard. He's like, I can't even get out of the beginning part. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, every fight I get into, I lose. And I'm like, well, who's in your party? He's like, nobody. It's just me. I'm like, well, where are these other people? I'm naming them. And he's like, oh, I killed them. I took their stuff. He was killing everybody. He's killed the wizard, killed the dark cleric chick. He just kills them all. I'm like, well,
no wonder it's hard.
That's hilarious.
I know.
That's funny.
You're supposed to have a party of people. It's D&D.
That's you know what I'm gonna tell on myself for that on this topic. So it took Kyle to tell me what I was doing wrong. My buddy Kyle playing Clair Obscur, because I was like, this game's good, but it's so difficult. Like every battle feels like a boss battle. So there are two things I was doing wrong. I was playing it like Dead by Daylight, where you can kind of juke the enemies when you're running around the world map, so you don't have to engage in fights. So I was half of the level that I was supposed to be, because I wasn't fighting anything except for bosses. I was like, so that's easy enough problem. But there's also a mechanic where you can equipped abilities to different characters. I didn't engage in that ability at all. I must have just X'd through the tutorial. So I was truly playing this game on hard mode, because I was only using the abilities and the stat increases, none of the actual like buffs that you get through the game.
Yikes. Oh, there's a skill tree? Oh.
Yeah, like, oh, okay.
I'm just running around.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, good stuff.
That's funny.
Yep.
One thing I wanted to also bring up is Darkwing Duck. They're doing a reboot, and it's an actual thing. It looks like Seth Rogen's company, Point Grey Pictures. Jim Cummings is going to be the voice of Darkwing Duck. He's going to be older. Gosling's going to be an adult. They haven't gotten very far in this, but just the fact that they're even doing this after years of talking about trying to.
Yeah,
I'm pretty excited about it. So I don't know if you watched in DuckTales back in 2017. They had 2 Darkwing Duck episodes in it.
No.
Yeah. And they even had the Fearsome Five appear in one of the episodes.
Nice.
And then Darkwing Duck was voiced by another person. I can't recall his name at the time, but at the end of one of the episodes, they show Negaduck in the sewers, and it's actually Jim Cummings' voice for Negaduck, which, fanboy is like, oh my gosh, it sounds like him, because it was.
Yeah.
So that's something I'm really excited about. That the picture we have up there, that is the Darkwing Duck from the DuckTales show.
I see.
And that's what he looked like. And so yeah, that's something. I saw a picture that said it's coming out in September, but that's a big fib. So just pulling on my heartstrings. Yeah, it says September 6, 2026, but now that's a fib.
It's a ways away. It's a ways away.
It's a fib.
Yep.
Yeah, the web is so wildly inaccurate. Shit, you are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now you can't even know if you can believe what you see anymore with AI.
Well, with my Echo device, I'll ask a question about a show or something like that, and sometimes she'll come back with an answer that I know automatically is wildly wrong, and I'm like, and I correct her. I'm like, hey, that's not right. And
yeah.
I get into a little bit of a conversation with her, and I've had her exclude certain resources from when she answers me about things. I'm like, please no. I'm like, are you getting that from a particular source that you regularly check on? Because if you are, I want you to exclude that in all forward interactions I have with this kind of question, because it's always wrong.
Huh.
She was like I'll ask her when is the season finale of this series, and she'll just tell me it was like 4 weeks ago, or not until 3 weeks from now, and I'm like, no, it's gonna be one of the next 2 episodes. This might be it right now. And she'll be like, oh, you're right, I stand corrected, this is the current one, is the finale. And I'm like, where did you get that info from? She's like, she won't tell me where she gets it from, but she says that there's a particular source that she accesses a lot for. I'm like, get rid of it, it's garbage.
You know,
Garbage.
it's funny you bring that up. I used I think it was Google Gemini, and I was like, so one of my friends, his widow, had written a book kind of about his passing, and how she, you know, explained it to her child and, you know, all that stuff. And so I went on like Google Gemini and I was like, hey, when's this book coming out? And like, give me some information on it, right? Because I didn't know when it was going to be published or where you could buy it, right? And it told me a completely different name of the author, and it's like, are you serious? And it's like, Christian-based writer, blah, 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 wrote this book. And I'm like, I know this was written by this person. And it said, oops, my mistake. Yes, you're right. It was written by this person. There's no definitive date this is going to be released. And it's like, no, it's May 29th that it's getting it released. I just want to know where I can buy it at. So it's just crazy that it goes to social media sources too to get information.
Yeah, because it's wildly inaccurate sometimes.
Yeah,
a lot of times.
With ChatGPT, I had kind of an argument with as well. That Big Mistakes TV show I brought up a couple podcasts ago. It told me it didn't exist because I was trying to say, hey, what are some character names in the show? And it argued with me. It's like, it's on Netflix. I just watched it. No, it doesn't exist. Doesn't exist. I screenshotted an image of, I guess the Netflix picture, put it on there, and it's still argued with me that it exists.
And even
like, what are you talking about?
Right. Even in its like problem solving type thing. So I use Google Gemini quite a bit with my Android Auto. So that's the whole interface for my voice commands and stuff in my car. So I'm driving, it's pitch black, and there's a lot of traffic, and I dropped my phone, and it went somewhere. I didn't know where it went, right? So I wanted to find it by noise so that I wasn't looking around at everything that's going on. So I asked Gemini, which is connected to my phone, to make the phone make a sound. Can't do it. I'm like, what? I'm like, you're the phone. I'm
you're
like,
the phone. That's your thing.
Right? And then I'm like, well, can you call or text me? Can't do it. Right? I'm like, well, how? I'm like, well, here's the situation. What do you suggest? And they're like, well, if you have a passenger, have them help you with Find My Phone or something. I'm like, no. And then I had a thought. I'm like, actually, you know what? Can you set an alarm for a minute from now? And she goes, oh, that's a spot on for trouble, or that's some spot on troubleshooting. I'm like, you're the AI. You're supposed to be the smart one in the vehicle.
That's hilarious that its first response was, well, have you ever tried fucking yourself?
Yeah. I'm like, why? You know, like, there's no. I will say with the Echo device that she deduces better. When I'm having a conversation with her, it's more smooth, and she will absolutely, once you get her out of her canned response mode and into her thinking mode, she will actually come up with an idea. Like, she will give it a unique. She'll troubleshoot something with her own problem solving, where it felt like the Gemini was not to that level.
Yeah,
but it's kind of wild.
Yeah, Google Gemini. It didn't even. It tried to tell me the movie that I saw as a kid, Kazam, the movie of Shaquille O'Neal starring as a genie, didn't actually exist. Can you believe that? I saw it. I swear. It said I had it confused with some Sinbad movie.
Are you you're Mandela affecting us? Is that what you're doing?
Mandela. that one did get me big time, though. I'll tell you what.
I saw that on Facebook at one point, so I'm like, that's really weird. I remember that.
I remember that movie. It exists. It just must be in a parallel universe
with Sinbad
and the Berenstein Bears.
Yep. Yeah, the Berenstein Bears. Absolutely.
With Curious George's tale.
Oh man.
Yeah, well, there's some wild ones like in there that blow my mind, though. Some things that I would swear, like Looney Tunes. There's one.
Oh yeah.
The spelling of Looney Tunes, like, it's crazy. I think it's Looney, and then Tunes is Tunes, and I've always believed it to be Toons.
Yes, is it TU?
Yeah.
Yeah. Always has been.
It was
Wow.
never tunes with two O's.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now I'm mind blown.
Yeah. Shit makes me sweat.
No, it's absolutely evidence of a parallel universe. It has to be.
I believe.
We can't all have these memories and them be false.
Yeah.
I refuse to believe it.
Yep, there it is.
There it is.
Yep, sure.
The one on the right is correct.
Oh, the one on the left looks wrong. But man, that's how I feel like it's always been spelled.
Yeah.
What's the one with the Campbell's soup can too? There's one with the Campbell's soup can. Remember that? What's that?
Then there's the Queen song. We will rock you.
Yeah.
There's a part of the lyrics that everybody swears that they always say and they don't. Yeah, that Mandela effect, that's a truth.
Well, how about the "No, Luke, I am your father"? Never said in a movie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a good one too.
Or Scotty, beam me up. Never was ever said.
Yeah.
Crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Moiraibane, have you ever played the Marvel Cosmic Invasion? Did you get a chance to play that?
I turned it on once. I have not had a chance. I'm so far behind.
Yeah, because they just added 2 new characters. It's the Thing.
I saw that. Was it the Thing and something else? What's that?
And I guess they're going to have.
Yeah, and Cyclops, from the advertisement, he looks like he plays just like you would imagine him to play on that game. Just very, very well done. Like,
yes,
as well as I could think to animate him in the game. It's really cool.
And it looks like they're going to have a DLC in the fall with more characters, but they haven't released who those characters are.
I would really like to see his in anime or animation or live action, see his powers accurately portrayed. I would really like to see that punch, that physical concussive force thing, be more and less lasery, more.
Yeah,
things.
That's the thing. Even at the cartoon or the movies, they always portray it as a laser beam, and you're right. And
it's like it immediately tells me that whoever wrote and designed this scene knows nothing about the characters that they're writing.
Either
they just see this guy with the red.
You know nothing about this character.
But worse yet, it's like that's too hard to explain. We don't want the morons who watch this to.
Right.
Because I mean, the abilities to do that, like with that being concussive force, you can do all kinds of neat shit. Like he should have settings on his visor that allow him to open like a pinhole. Can you imagine his ability?
Oh yeah.
Something the diameter of a pencil, it just blow a hole through something.
Doesn't he do that in the animated series every once in a while? He puts his hand up and looks like he's.
Yeah, he can control the visor, like raising and lowering. That's just like this, not like apertures.
Okay.
Setting an aperture, like if you sent that to a really narrow beam, like if you hit somebody with concussive force over the whole force of their body, that's one thing. If you do that through like the size of a pencil, your body wouldn't move because it's so isolated. It would just pass right through you. It would
kind of like a water cutter or whatever, right?
Yeah. It would be
actually exact same thing too. Yeah, it's just kind of
force. Yep. But there's all kinds of neat things you could do with it, but it's never. Hell, in the comics, a lot of times they make it a laser. I'm like,
yeah.
So
looks like Cosmic Invasion is only $20 right now. It's on sale, $10 off. So
yeah, I own it. Actually, I think Wayne sent it to me.
Yeah, for happy birthday. And to get Cyclops in the Thing, it's $3.99.
Nice.
I'm a sucker for kind of the 8-bit graphics types games. So I played a decent amount of Cosmic Invasion, but I might get back into it to play some Cyclops. That sounds fun.
I might wait until the fall when they have those other characters to get back in.
That's fair.
We'll see.
I saw a funny meme today about Cyclops. It said it had Cyclops and Jean looking like pretty intense, and Wolverine in the background just kind of looking sad face. And the caption read, "Wait, Wolverine was the simp the whole time?"
He was always the simp.
He was always the simp. That's what it said. He was always the simp.
Poor Wolverine.
No, he needs Wolverine. I love Wolverine as much as the next guy, but he needs brought down a peg. We need to give Slim some of the spotlight.
Oh, Slim's doing just fine. He's got a thing for telepaths.
Yes. In a world of bad choices.
Of all the women, the ones that can read your mind is who he picks.
Yeah. Like, what are you like? And especially when you have behavior like Scott. Like Scott is not necessarily well behaved when it comes to relationships.
Not at all.
What is it about the 10 o'clock hour that you suddenly have to go outside?
Yeah, and I gotta pee.
I know she does. Like it's always like right towards the end of the episode, she starts dancing around and huffing at me. I'm like, just chill.
Pee.
Hey, at least
try to take it out beforehand.
Yeah.
Better. It's gonna be a quick trip because it's pouring rain out there. Yeah.
Oh, is it raining there?
Oh, it's pouring.
I heard thunder earlier, but it hasn't rained yet.
Can't see it, but she's crossing her little legs. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
Well, guys, anything for the good of the order?
No, I think we touched on a lot of different stuff.
Yeah,
sure did.
Good little powwow.
Yeah.
The squirrel was active today.
Indeed.
And I'm going to pass out like the dead.
I kind of just want to smack your neck.
Yeah, right. It's funny because like my arms from a short sleeve down in my head look like they got some color, and the rest of me still one shade darker than transparent. So I feel like I look like some kind of version of Frankenstein's monster. Like we're gonna put this part on here, this color, this part will be this color. Like this.
If you were abducted by aliens right now, they would incorrectly assume that humans are two-toned.
Yes.
More than that, because sometimes I don't have the sleeves on, so I have like a color there, a color here, the midsection of my leg. It's like
so he's red, tan, white.
Yeah.
3 different colors.
Yeah, we often refer to it as getting the Neapolitan going.
Oh, that's great. All right, guys. Well, good episode. Powwow. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out. Thanks for checking us out on YouTube. Make sure you follow, subscribe, like, all that fun stuff. And we'll catch you guys next powwow. Do the thing.
Do the thing.
Do the thing.
Night, folks.
Night, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
All in Nightcrawler.
It's our voices.
What step aside and watch how my adoring fans flock to me.
We give our fellow